Hi. Hi everyone. Again, my name is Toby and welcome to LalakingMahiwaga Podcast. This will gonna be like a brand new episode of Mahiwaga Talks from Chamber of Euphoria and also featuring the lounge station. And this will be like a continuation from my recent episode which is what is your purpose. All right, now since we did already talk about what is like the your purpose, what is actually my purpose in life, and I did share some tips or ways that I actually followed by my own, all right, which I just actually created by myself, and also shared to you in that episode of mine. All right, we will go into tackle about start finding your purpose, and let's go ahead and unlock your best life. So what do I mean by that? Like what are the things that we will go into breakdown in this episode? All right. Now, to jump into this section, we will go into talk about what is the purpose of life, why is finding purpose important, and how to find purpose in life. Also, finding purpose in life doesn't have to be hard. Now, in the matter of fact, and also, is that being said, finding purpose in life is one of those things that most people want, whether we know whether we know it or not. Actually, it's really nice as it sounds. It can seem challenging to attain, but if you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about your own purpose, you might have some conceived ideas about the purpose of life. These baked-in ideas about life often come from our family and also the communities we grow up in, the society. The purpose of life is to get married and have kids, or maybe it's earning a certain amount of money or achieving like a certain position in society. But these types of achievement often don't bring the kind of fulfillment that comes with finding your personal sense of purpose. Because if we're going to talk about personal sense of purpose, is actually less of a specific end goal and more of an ongoing impact on the world. Large or small, purpose is your why. Now, this personal sense of purpose actually guides and sustains you. Like day to day and through the years, even we have some setbacks and the world turns upside down, purpose gives us stability and sense of direction. That's why finding purpose is really essential for living a happy life and also a healthy life. While asking what your purpose is can seem like a lofty question, but it's one worth asking. Like if you're trying to answer, like finding your purpose can unlock greater satisfaction and success in all areas of life. So let's go ahead and dive into those questions and what is purpose in life, why it actually matters, and what are those like steps or ways that we can actually find your purpose or our purpose. So yeah, the question again is what is the purpose of life? This actually is being sought and like being debated, like the purpose of life for like how many centuries actually being passed, how many years. All right, we won't try to answer that here. All right, that is not the main topic, because what matters is your purpose in life. Most people will ask at some point, like, why am I here? It can be like a scary question or like a thrilling one, because leaning into the discomfort of existential questions can lead to a better sense of self and more rewarding paths forward. But Your purpose in life is unique to you as your fingerprint. Like, we all have a particular set of talents, experiences, skill sets, and interests that light us up. Purpose is related to this, all right? This is your reason for being. It is why you get out of the bed in the morning, even when the day is dreary. You're tired, and you know the tasks and challenges ahead are going to be hard or even boring. Purpose is the long game, not the short term goal. You never get to the end of it. But however, even a strong sense of purpose can wear you down. That's why, ideally, your purpose actually blends with what interests and what brings you joy. You know, if you're familiar about in Japan, this idea is known as ikigai. It's actually like a concept of following your joy. Ikigai actually has grown popular in the Western countries, but in recent years as a way to help people find their dream career and career paths. Actually, this concept is like finding the overlap between what you love and the world needs with what you are good at it. Also, like the world will pay for. Like you craft your sense of purpose from your passion as well as practical considerations. But if you're lucky, all right, you have found your ikigai through your work. For example, a doctor hopefully believes their purpose is to help those sick people, or to is those people was actually suffering. For others, finding meaning in the work and connecting to our personal I'm sorry about that. Like connecting into our personal sense of purpose isn't so easy. Like between work, family responsibilities, and social expectations, we often abandon the idealistic version of ourselves that yearns to find a sense of meaning and purpose in life, because we believe we have what to make this trade-off. That meaning and purpose can exist with pragmatic considerations, but that isn't helpful. You need a sense of purpose to sustain you over time. And even when life feels like a series of um what compromises, you can still discover and connect to your purpose by exploring what brings you joy and dedicating more time to it. If I'm going to ask, like, why is finding purpose important? It's actually like it's basically like this, all right? Let me go ahead and reiterate that for you. Finding your purpose in life may sound like a nice to have, but it's more important that you may actually think. Living a meaningful life actually contributes to better physical health and mental fitness. It's also reduced the risk of chronic diseases. Multiple studies have been found that it can help you live longer. Yes, it is. If you actually read a lot of articles, join to any forums about talking about what purpose in life, or joining to a debate, you may actually look that is helpful, because having a sense of purpose comes from feeling connected to others. Using your gifts in the service of others can help you find your true purpose, while isolation and loneliness can cause you to have an existential crisis. You will probably find your purpose changes throughout your life, like continuous growth and progress can help you stay connected to your purpose. Now, how to find purpose in life? If you're going again to ask yourself, what is my purpose? You're not alone, all right? You're not alone, because a lot of people is actually asking about themselves, what is their purpose? All right, if you're part of the other 70 percent people who's actually like finding purpose and meaning in life, now you can actually learn. All right, and this episode, what are some kind of ways or tips how to find purpose in life? Let me share you this one. um Develop a growth mindset. Yeah, what do I mean by that? Having a growth mindset is linked to have like sense of purpose. Like constantly growing and becoming a better version of yourself helps you identify your purpose to commit to pursuing it. All right. For example, a growth mindset also allows you to embrace challenges and opportunities. Second is to preserve in spite of failure. Third is accept feedback and like constructive criticism. All right. Next, you can actually create a personal vision statement. This is also important, like your vision. A personal vision statement can help you manage stress and find balance in your life. It's also like serve as a roadmap that will guide you toward your purpose by identifying your core values and establishing what's important to you. A purpose of a statement makes it actually easier for you to make decision aligned to your values and help you stay motivated as you work toward your personal goals. Next, give back. Giving back or pro-sociality as it's known, and I think that yeah, it's known actually in psychology, can actually enhance your sense of meaning and purpose in life. This mean that when you help others, you also help yourself. Like look for ways to be of service. You might want to volunteer in your local community or donate some monies or skill um, to a cause that resonates with you, or try like spreading little happiness before forming a random act of kindness. Next one is practice gratitude. All right, I'm actually always including practice self gratitude and practice gratitude in every podcast of mine, every episode, because this is actually the pro sociality study found that focusing on gratitude is actually an addition to acts of altruism, and it can actually strengthen the participants sense of purpose. Because guys, another study revealed that gratitude activate the same reward responses in the brain as pro-social behavior. Bec- All right, let me reiterate. It also found that cultivating gratitude can make you more generous and lead to act of kindness, which we know contributes to finding sense of purpose. Practicing gratitude can feel a bit awkward at first. We actually get so used to our negative thoughts that switching them to positive ones can feel unnatural. But to get started, try writing three or what to five things you feel gratitude for the first thing in the morning or at night before you go to sleep. What else? Turn your pain into purpose. All right? Like how what do I mean? We all face struggles in life, obstacles, challenges, problems, all right? Overcoming these challenges shapes who we become and gives us our unique strengths and perspectives. Many people ask for help when struggling to overcome major life change, so some later find their purpose in helping others facing similar struggles to those they have overcome, like experiences. Some choose a career working directly with people, such as a life coach or social worker. Others find ways to touch the lives of others through the arts, such as writing, painting, or music. And some become actually motivational speakers. Is this like how you transform your pain into purpose? But it's really up to you. Next, and one of the good thing is explore your passions. Your passions and interests are a good indicator that the area in which your like life purpose might lie, but they can be hard to identify. They are so ingrained in our ways of thinking that we can become blind to them. But if you're not sure about your passions are, ask the people who know you best. Like likely you're already pursuing them in some way without even realizing it. Perhaps you're an official mentor to young people in your community. Is If so, that could be your passion. Another way to find your passion is to think about what you're good at. Some Someone who's great actually at helping others solve their problems might want to consider a career as a coach, or you might prefer to keep your passion as a hobby, or you might decide to turn into a side hustle or full-time source of income. That's how you actually explore your passion. All right, don't limit yourself. Next is be part of a community. Bakit ko yun nasabi? Alright, purpose is about feeling connected to others. So, being an active member of a community can actually contribute to a greater sense of purpose in life. When you find your purpose, you'll discover that there are many others out there who share your passions, interests, and also your values. Joining or creating community allows you to find a sense of connection with others as you work together towards a common goal. Next is spend time with people who inspire you. Mm, exactly. Like if you spend time with people who are positive and purpose driven, um they actually likely to inspire you to have same mindset. You may even discover your purpose through them. Look beyond your colleagues and family members and ask yourself who you choose to spend your time with. Evaluate those relationships and make sure you're surrounding yourself with aspirational, positive people who can lift you up. Next, read. All right? What do I mean by read? One of the best way to expand your mental horizon is through reading fiction. Non-fiction books are useful for acquiring knowledge on certain subjects, but research suggests that reading fiction may have more benefits. Exactly. I do love reading, that's the reason why. Reading fiction improves your empathy and critical and creative thinking. This is because when you put yourself into someone's shoes of a character, you imagine how you would react in that kind of situation. Reading also connects you to other people across time, place, and cultures. This helps you cultivate the sense of connectedness that generates a sense of purpose in life. Next one is we can actually jump into join a cause. Like we all have cause that we feel passionately about. Perhaps you have strong feelings about social justice, animal welfare, or the environment. Fighting for a cause ties together several of the tips mentioned above or mentioned about in this episode. Like what? Including giving back. Alright? Forming part of a community. Alright, you can actually join a cause for that. Doing something you're passionate about. Surrounding yourself with people who actually inspire you. Those are like costs. Alright? Maybe you may actually want to raise money for research in a particular disease or give inner city children access to green spaces. Do some kind of charity works. Excuse. Whatever it is, getting involved with a cause will help you find more purpose in life. Next one. One of the most important thing is practice acceptance. Because here's actually the explanation about that. Accepting your limitation can help you be kinder to yourself when things go wrong. We all make mistakes, but instead of beating yourself up for your failures, try to see each setbacks as an opportunity to grow. Self-compassion can actually help you become more self-aware and also self-accepting. When you accept all of yourself, you're more likely to give the best of yourself in every situation. This might be at work, with your family, or while doing the things you love. This can actually lead to a greater sense of connection to others in everything you do, giving more meaning to your life. Next, this will gonna be the last one. Take time for self-care. See, every time that I do episodes on my podcast, like self care is included. and every situation. All right, because you can actually do those things if you're not actually taking care of yourself. All right, self-care comes in a many forms, and your version of self-care is unique to you. Perhaps you like walking in the forest, okay, practicing some deep breathing or journaling out your difficult emotions. All right, that is on you. But why is self-care important? Because when our brain are relaxed, they are at their most creative. You cannot achieve or serve others when you are battling against yourself. Have you ever noticed that someone of your best ideas comes when you're in the shower? Like, that's because our minds are more often and receptive to the flows of ideas that they are when we try to force ourselves to think. Creative thinking comes naturally when our minds are in a state of relaxation, and it can lead you closer to finding your purpose. This finding purpose in life doesn't have to be hard. Before I'll end this episode, let me tell you this one, all right? Finding purpose in life doesn't have to be hard. Behind every successful person in clarity of purpose, and unless you find yours, you'll continue to cruise through life on an autopilot. You may find yourself knocked off course and lost, uncertain how to move forward or which direction is forward. Or life may be smooth, but one day you may look back and wish you had used your time differently. Identifying, acknowledging, and honoring your purpose is the foundation of well rounded life. It actually requires some courage because it's open up questions and ideas that might be not be comfortable, but yes, it's worth it. Purpose provides you with an inner compass that guides every decision and leads you to the experiences that will light up your soul. Finding your purpose and connecting your purpose to meaningful work can be hard. Supportive guidance can help. If you'd like helping finding your purpose and creating more meaning in your life, get in touch with yourself. One of you know, one of the expert is probably you. All right, you're actually master of your own craft, and once you find it, all right, you will be happy, and that's the time that you can actually find your purpose. Again, my name is Toby. Thank you for listening to Lalaki Talks. Until in the next episode. Sayonara, Mina.